What's up and welcome back. I'm John Stark from MacMovieGuy.com, your favorite blind film critic, and today I'm reviewing the first two episodes of Commandos. This is on Max. Don't worry, I'm not going to start recapping this every week because I have a lot of shows right now, and oh my god. But I did not. I heard that this was coming. I did not know what it was or what it would be, what kind of form it would be in. I sort of loosely heard about Commandos. And it's adult animation. I kind of thought maybe it would be like the new Doom Patrol, where maybe there's just some heavy effects that are being used, but no, it's adult animation. So because of that, I have to compare it to like Harley Quinn and other sort of DC Elseworld type material, and I do enjoy Harley Quinn and Kite Man more because they lean more into the humor. This one does feel more like Doom Patrol, where there's humor, but there's also a story, and it's just quirky and weird. You're introduced almost exactly to what feels like a Suicide Squad knockoff, or like the Care Bear Cousins version of Suicide Squad. I thought of that and I had to use it. So the Care Bear Cousins is basically what the Commandos are. And it's, you have the bride, like Bride of Frankenstein. There's Dr. Phosphorus, voiced by Alan Tudyk, who's like a man on fire, basically. There's Weasel is back from the Suicide Squad movie. They confirm, I guess, that he lives because they talk about the events here, and they do have Viola Davis does voice Amanda Waller in the first episode, so they do confirm the canon of both Peacemaker and the last Suicide Squad movie that James Gunn made by confirming sort of Weasel's existence and the fact that he survived, which he did in sort of like the post-credit sequence to that movie. So there's stuff that they talk about referring to that. We have Rick Flag Sr. Played here by Frank Grillo, who doesn't normally do voice work, but cool. That's really all I got. So, yeah, and you just kind of, they get summoned to this country that doesn't actually exist, but exists in comic books, one of those, where there's a princess and there's a whole bunch of like incel people that are trying to get to this like land that's like run by women or mostly women, or, I mean, there's another dude here, so I didn't quite understand the dynamic, but it's painted on, there's like some weird sort of like conspiratory news that Amanda Waller's watching, where these guys are all like, why do girls only get waterfalls? Like, we should get waterfalls too. It's like really dumb. And that's when she sends the Creature Commandos, the Care Bear Cousins, to go rescue this country, because after the events of Suicide Squad, she realized that there was a law passed that said that humans couldn't be sent, and so she's like, but none of these are actual humans. All right. I mean, like, one of them actually is a robot, so it is in no way or form human, true, but it's debatable as to the humanism behind a lot of these. I mean, there's a reason why they can talk. Weasel maybe not so much, but I love that Sean Gunn's able to voice two characters because Weasel doesn't actually say anything, so he just has to make noises for Weasel. So he's credited for two characters here. So Weasel just seems like I'm waiting to see why Weasel's here, like that kind of thing. Like, why? Because honestly, King Shark would have been an interesting choice here, considering, but I know they couldn't have gotten Stallone. So that would have been, probably the reason why King Shark is not a Creature Commando. It's fine. It made me miss Doom Patrol, which is one of the reasons why when you're like, "But John, it seems like you didn't love it." And it's like, I didn't because I miss Doom Patrol still. And this felt like it was trying to be Doom Patrol, like so hard. This series really feels like James Gunn is trying to apologize for having to end Doom Patrol and be like, I didn't want it to go on because I couldn't oversee it. So here's something that's really like Doom Patrol. And okay. I mean, it would have been cool also to have Vic, like if somehow Brendan Fraser appeared again and he's just like really confused as to why he's here. He's like, what? What? This doesn't make any sense. Doom Patrol ended, and I mean, why not make a meta reference like that? It's an Elseworld thing, so I think anyway. I mean, it's animated, so I don't know how these characters would work into. How do you take? It's weird. How do you have something that's canon at the same time but is animated, and then how would you work that back in? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, is Frank Grillo going to show up in something as Rick Flag Sr. non-animated? Because that would be interesting, but which he could, because like I said, he's not really known for voiceover work. But it's fine. I just, like I said, I think looking at the direct the comparisons I have to make are other DC adult animated shows airing right now, which are Harley Quinn and Kite Man, which I enjoyed more. I enjoy the humor. I think the showrunners on those shows are brilliant, and I love Harley Quinn. I mean, just if James Gunn ever touches Harley Quinn, when Harley Quinn ends, it better full well be because the creators have chosen this is to be the ending. Like, that show should not be canceled under anything other than choice of creators. Like, we have figured out how to end this story and we've chosen the actors want to move on, that kind of thing. Good with that. Otherwise, leave it the fuck on Max. This is something, yeah, I'm gonna watch this, of course. But yeah, I miss Doom Patrol, guys. That's it. That's really the part of the is it's just not Doom Patrol. Maria Bakalova is in this as well. She voices the princess of this country that they go to save, and she is horny as fuck for Frank Grillo. It's hilarious. I love it. She's like, oh, American, you've known action. I was loving her performance. This is great. And yeah, some of the other stuff is Alan Tudyk's robot. I forgot the name of his robot, but GI something. GI robot. I think actually it might actually just be that easy of a name. I thought he was hilarious too. He's like, "Do we get to kill Nazis now? Are you killing Nazis with me? I was promised I could kill Nazis." I love his sort of like level-headed voicing for the robot. But like this, like he has like one directive, and it's to kill Nazis, and so he's constantly just like, "Are we killing the Nazis now?" So there's some funny stuff here, but it walks more of the balance that Doom Patrol was doing, where yes, some of it was funny, but it was not all of it funny. There was an actual story it was trying to get through, which is what this feels like it's doing. And of course David Harbour pops up here as Frankenstein. I don't know how because he's not like initially part of Creature Commandos, but so I don't know what his arc is going to be for the season. Anyway, Zoe Chow. I know I'm forgetting some other people who are in the voice cast, but I'm not intentionally trying to. First two episodes feel pretty good about it. I don't feel like amazing, like like, oh my god, I have to see next episode. But if we do like one a week, then yeah, I can be about that excited, that level of excitement. But I'm not going to bother you guys with weekly recaps of this. So check out Creature Commandos if you like DC things and you kind of miss Doom Patrol. Maybe this will work more for you. I don't think this is Suicide Squad, nor do I think this is that. I think this is something that just is. It's fine. It's fine. we made a fine show. But you know, you could have just kept making Doom Patrol. I'm just gonna say, I'm just putting that out there in the world. You could have just kept making more. Anyway, I'm gonna give Creature Commandos, the Care Bear Cousins. I'm gonna give it a B. It's fine. So, I thought the audio description was good, considering all the random creatures it has to describe that are supposedly not human, but damn, act very human. For most of them, except Weasel. So, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing, and I will see you guys on the other side.